Here's an update on our AI adventures.
Hey guys, I'm having a brainstorming session with our new business partner, ChatGPT. So we're investigating the world of AI and we've found it very helpful with creating and promoting our content. Today I'm asking it to help me to write a meditation for children. As you know, I have a series of 6 children's books, and AI and I have also written an accompanying book for parents to help parents with bedtime. So it includes a bedtime routine. One of those routines is a meditation. So today, AI and I are creating a meditation for sleep time, which stars the animals from our Animal Tales book series. Let's have a short listen.
The cow's big, soulful eyes look at you with a sense of calm. As you play and splash together, the world becomes a place of joy with friendship and the refreshing coolness of the creek. Maggie the wise sheep is lying next to you, and while you're snoozing away, your body will be working hard behind the scenes. It's fixing up any little bumps or scrapes you might have gotten during the day. In this cozy moment, there's nothing to miss out on. So by asking some quite descriptive questions, ChatGPT, the virtual assistant, was able to give me quite a captivating meditation for children.
So you'd have to agree that AI looks like it is going to be a wonderful business partner for us. We'll keep you tuned with all of our new adventures with our AI business partner.
So I got the meditation finished.
Cool.
I think it turned out quite well. It's half an hour long, but I think children need that long to get to sleep, to wind down. And it's a nice winding down type of a meditation. Like it goes from exploring through the farm, having a little adventure, swimming in the creek, and then a real wind down at the end, and a bit of subliminal knowledge at the end when they should be pretty much falling into sleep, like how their body works to heal themselves while they're asleep.
Cool, baby.
Yeah, it turned out quite nice.
Can you do the meditation on Maggie?
Maggie's in the meditation.
So, sorry, ChatGPT, what were you saying?
So I told the chat all of the animals' names and kind of described them. And I just kind of gave a little outline of what I wanted. So children's meditation, an adventurous, descriptive, sensory experience, calming. As ChatGPT was writing it out, it wasn't really aimed at children. Mm-hmm. So then I just put back in the chat, can you rephrase that for the child listener? What are you doing, Maggie? Sniffing coffee. For the child listener. And then it came back with, oh, hello, little one, and, all these nice childish...
ChatGPT, no, really?
Just ChatGPT, that's it.
Wow. So what I don't get, babe, is meditation is like, it's an art that's thousands of years old. And you go and ask essentially a computer to help with this meditation, and it within minutes spat out this meditation.
Well, it didn't actually within minutes spit out a meditation. It spat out phrases and sections of the meditation after I asked it specifically what I wanted. So it wasn't like, I want a kid's meditation, I want animals in it, I want it to be on a farm, and I want them to be able to fall asleep. Because that was the aim of the meditation, is to get children to happily fall asleep. So I didn't just put that in and it spat it out. It was quite a process and a learning process for me as well, to learn how to ask the right questions to get the information that I wanted. So it formatted the words and put it all kind of together in sections, and then I put all the sections together, took out what I didn't want, added in bits and pieces that I knew from my experience that would work well. Then I narrated it, and then I added the music to it. So ChatGPT basically gave me the content based on the information that I gave it.
So you said based on your knowledge, what do you mean?
What works with children and what doesn't work with children, and the issues that children have. So the issues that parents would have are the children are hyped up, they don't want to go to sleep, they feel like they're going to be missing out. So that's probably a good example. Children feel like they're going to be missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why they don't want to go to bed at night time, and what frustrates the parents. So I asked ChatGPT to deal with that. And so towards the end of the meditation, ChatGPT suggested that I say, all your farmyard friends that they'd just been playing with are asleep now. They have a wind down on the bank under the gum trees and they all fall asleep. all your friends are sleeping now. There's nothing to miss out on. There's no frolicking in the water anymore.
Safe and sound.
You're all safe and sound. Maggie's watching over you because fear is another
Right,
thing.
yeah.
So incorporated all of those things that I knew from my experience that I asked ChatGPT to include, and ChatGPT included it in a really nice meditative phrasing way that works. I guess it's a combination. It's a 50-50 contribution between yourself and the chat. You've got to have a really good idea of what you want and be able to ask it in a way that the chat can formulate it.
Gotcha. Now, getting back to meditation, because I like the notion of meditation. I try to meditate. I'll come down the creek here. We all work in Karango. I'll come down here and sit on a rock and watch the dogs jumping in the creek, and you know how they do it. They'll come out no matter where you are, and they'll stand right by you and shake.
That's bound to get you out of the meditative state.
Well, I try and get in, and I got all this stuff that just goes through my head about what I've got to do and what's working, what's not working, how do I fix it? You know, the average everyday problems.
Yeah.
So I want to go deep. I want to be able to get into a meditative state, raise my vibration, and have a clear picture, download from the universe, a clear picture of what I need to do next. But I can't seem to do it. Do you think that stems back from childhood, not being able to get to sleep? Because Mum used to have a hell of an issue getting me to sleep.
Well, for you, you've got a very busy mind. It's interesting you say that your mind was busy saying to yourself, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I need to be, that's got to get done, I need to get that done today, there's a deadline, and this and this. In the ebook that goes along with the Animal Tales storybooks and the meditation, I talk about parents setting aside that time at sleep time so they don't get so frustrated with the child. So they're thinking they've probably got to get dinner cooked, washing up done, ready for work tomorrow, children's lunches, you know, their uniforms need to be washed. They've probably got 10 more things they need to do. They're already tired. They wish they were in bed an hour ago.
I can just imagine my mum at the screen
Yes,
going, yes.
I know, I totally get it. So I recommend that they put this time aside, because the calmer they are, they know, right, I've got an hour. I'm going to read my child a story. I'm going to lay with them to do this meditation. We might play our favourite calming game. But this hour I'm putting aside. So I'm not thinking about anything else. This is the hour for my child, or this is the hour for my meditation. Nothing else comes in. I've scheduled it. It's in my diary. That means this time is dedicated to this. And afterwards, if you have to put it in your diary, put it in your diary. Otherwise, make a mental note. I can do dishes, washing, children's lunches, the job that my boss wanted me to get done before 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and kiss my husband goodnight. You know what I mean? So set that time aside so your mind's not cluttered, and write down the things that are cluttering up your mind so that you know they're there. You're not going to forget what they are. And you've got that free time and you're calm and you know everything's under control.
Okay. What if, so the meditation's good for children. I'll ask you why in a bit. It's good for parents because the children get to sleep so they're less stressed. The likes of my mum and dad, they're in their late 70s. Would it be good for older people like that?
Well, it put me to sleep. I laid down at lunchtime while you were out working in the workshop to listen to the meditation to see if there was any glitches or if the music and sound effects and everything was in balance, volume-wise. And I fell asleep, so I missed the end. So it does work for adults, and it's quite engaging as well. There's a lot of big words, which if you're a parent and you buy the meditation and you think, golly gosh, there's a lot of big words in here.
Golly gosh.
Golly gosh. There's a lot of big words. It's increasing their vocabulary. So don't mollycoddle your children with dumbing down language, because they learn so quick, they're like sponges. So the more they're exposed to, the more they learn. And they're going to be listening to this hopefully every night, and it will increase their vocabulary. So yeah, they might ask their parent, what does this word mean? And the parent can explain to them what it means, and their vocabulary is lengthened. Is that what the question was? For older people. So it's interesting for older people as well, and it's quite it draws you into the story because you're being led through the farm by Maggie. You meet the cow and the pig and the dogs, and you play fetch with Tilly, and you have a swim in the creek, and then you sprawl out on the grass under the gum trees and listen to the birds. So who wouldn't want to do that?
I know, right? We're all childlike. That to get back to a childlike state is bliss. So listen to that meditation. I can just imagine my dad. See, my dad will have a whiskey at night to try and get to sleep. I was always sometimes like that. I can't switch the mind off. I know my dad will go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning eventually, and then he won't get up till mid-morning, which he hates. So having this meditation takes you back to a childlike state that they can just relax and go playing with the animals as a child.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't want to be that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to it tonight.
Good, good. You'll enjoy it.
Isn't it bedtime yet?
But yeah, meditating is definitely good for you. I mean, I think for me, the most important thing about meditating is getting your mind out of the way so your body has time to repair. Because I believe that it's the stresses that you put on your body and the chemicals that your body creates that causes sickness and ailments and aches and pains. So if you can get your mind out the way for a period of time each day, your body can just get back to its blueprint and heal and be much healthier.
So what made you do this? Babe?
When I was working in early learning childcare, I did come across a couple of meditations for children, but they weren't very engaging. They weren't very realistic. They were like fairies in the garden and very, I don't know, I guess girl-oriented as well. And I know how much kids love animals, especially farm animals and visiting the farm, so it's an exciting thing. And I know with the animal tales and with the ebook that I've developed with AI, that a bedtime story and a guided meditation are two brilliant ways to help get your children to sleep. So I had the storybooks. I'm helping the parents with the ebook, so why not develop a meditation around the storybooks where children are already familiar with the animals and love the animals and enjoy the stories.
That's awesome.
And because they're familiar with the animals, they'll be more involved and more attentive to the meditation, more likely to tune in and then tune out.
Golly gosh, that's fantabulous, baby. So I'm really interested in this meditation, listening to it. I'm sure our subscribers will, the ones that are subscribed.
Well, just on that note, we're almost at our 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Yeah, please.
We work hard to get this content out to you, so if you enjoy it and you feel like you've got some value out of it, hit the subscribe button.
And the bell, the notification.
You hit the notification. We try and get our videos out every single Wednesday. If you're in the States, it's probably Tuesday evening. You should get a notification when they come out and you won't miss any then. So I tried to put the meditation onto our Shopify store today, and apparently it's too long. It's a 30-minute meditation because I believe that's how long a child needs to wind down. So if you would like a free copy of the meditation, email us at runningamukoffgrid@gmail.com and I will email it to you as well as a copy of the ebook.
I'm going to put a caveat in there. It's only available to subscribers.
Okay, you must subscribe. You'll get a copy of the meditation and the ebook, Sleepy Time Bliss, the End of the Bedtime Battles. So all of the tips and tricks to get your kids to sleep, just like that.
Woo! Well done, babe. We better get back to it.
All
what
right.
else we got on the video?
And ChatGPT's got a little special message for you.
Oh, so stay tuned.
Pigs have been doing their job, planting pumpkins. Now they're planting up here. Come on, little ones, gotta go to bed, there's a storm.
We're going.
Come on. Oh. Come on. Go to bed.
Making their way, the only way they know how. That's just the little kids.
That's a good
Why
kid.
bed is lined.
Bedtime, kids. Nico. Come on.
See, it's all gone now, and the storm's gone, boys and girls.
Come on. Maybe now they're in, the rest might find their way. All in bed.
Storm on the horizon. How dark that is.
She's dark. Oh, there's the
missed that
lightning. Alright, let's go in. Come on then, Maggie. Come on. Push it. Maggie, come on. Maggie. Come on. Maggie, push the gate. Maggie, come on. Come on, Jess. Come on, Jess. Well, the ponies have found their way out. This will be interesting. For those of you who are new to our channel, these are our wild Brumbies rescued from Mount Kosciuszko. They seem pretty chilled. Happy to be eating some grass, that's for sure. They're still yarded for domestication and they're not quite ready to be out in the wide open space yet, so let's see how this goes. Made them up a small feed. Karango's come straight back through. Echo's on her way back through. I think it's going to be okay. Well, they're back in. But it wasn't a very good scenario. Karango got himself caught up in the electric tape and jumped back in here, and Echo promptly followed. So we have a broken fence and we're going to have to sacrifice some house timber to get these rails up.
And hard living, it don't come cheap. The stakes are high and the price is steep when you're in deep with hard living. You're playing for keeps. Living poor out on the fringes, motel benders, cocaine binges. The doors are closing, coming off the hinges. When hard living has got you in its clinches. And old habits are hard to kick when you got demons to drown and a mind to trick. You're falling quick when hard living has got you in its grips. small town bars with pretty much nothing
Hee-ho!
but a few blues harps. Hard living, don't care.
Come on, I'll buy you a jug of beer.
Here.
And hard living, it don't come cheap.
So now Karango's finished, he's going to go and see what Echo's left behind. Look at their colouring since they've been having the copra. That's my bucket, says Echo. Yeah, well, I can demolish it just as well as you can.
Mine.
Willy Maggie. Good night, lovey. Night, Jazzy. Good night, Karango.